Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video here, we're taking a look at Tatsuya and also Ryota's combo. So currently in game, I haven't get Ryota yet. I'm planning to. I'm definitely going to get Ryota after since I saw some performance of his performance in global server. It's gonna be very potential. No matter it's in PvE or no matter it's in PvP, Ryota and Tetsuya combination have a very high potential, and they are currently one of the best team in one of the Dislyte boss. Probably will figure out a way for even Shadow Glow or probably even Falsetto Fantasy, and PvP showcase is upcoming soon, so you can stay tuned for it. So first thing, let's take a look here why Ryota and Tetsuya combo were able to make such a big difference in terms of PvE content. Is because one of the biggest thing we can actually abuse in PvE is actually the bonus turn and also turn meter push. So technically on paper, if you can keep taking infinity bonus turn and also bonus AP or AP push, then you are basically able to keep taking turn until the boss can't take any turn at all and you win. Basically how Yukine trigger the freeze effect in the past, and then it just break the game, right? So Ryota here, if we look at the divinity here, after a teammate with stealth take action, their AP increased by 30%, basically makes Tetsuya able to keep taking starting with the turn with AP 30%. Alright, and then Tetsuya himself with a passive here. If you are in PvE, you always get 10% AP push when the enemy boss is getting attacked. So basically, Tetsuya can keep taking action and also AP push without any speed. So you can build Tetsuya very slow and just keep abusing the Ryota's divinity to give him AP push and also get AP push when the boss get attacked. And then Ryota here, if you look at high reso, let's say something like R4, give your S3 additional damage by 100%, makes Tetsuya S3 to able to nuke higher. And the R6 here, enemy with stealth, which is basically Tetsuya, will gain extra turn. So every time Tetsuya takes a turn, so let's say Tetsuya casts S3, we'll able to get another extra turn to cast S1 or probably S3. And if the enemy with Nox Fox casts an ability, so let's say if Tetsuya casts S3, there's a 60% chance to reset the S3, so he get a bonus turn and instantly trigger another S3. So it kind of makes Tetsuya able to spam S3, right? And then another thing is, Tetsuya S3 here is going to be a very high damage multiplier, 380%, with in PvE content, damage increased by another 50%, and then ignores the enemy defense because the boss won't get any buff. For example, the shadow bosses, they won't get buff, they won't get debuff. So you are able to ignore 70% of the defense, and if you have at R2, you're gonna ignore 100% of the defense, so it makes your team able to fully ignore the boss defense. And one of the things it kind of make Meta Drew not gonna be that good in Deso boss is because Meta Drew main usage is to steal the boss defense, right? We steal the boss defense and then we lower down until it's going to be 0 defense. So every single ally in your team able to do 100% ignore defense to the boss. While Tetsuya here, it doesn't require Meta Drew in a team in a way, because he can instantly ignore 100% of the boss defense. And if you have Tetsuya at R6, then Tetsuya here will also ignore 25% target mitigation, but it doesn't affect here because Tetsuya R6 doesn't affect in PvE. So the main thing about Tetsuya is the R2. Ignore 100% of the defense with high damage multiplier. In PvE does another 50% damage increase, and then in PvE, if the target is a boss, always regain Umbrage, so he will always in stealth mode. So always in Umbrage, always get stealth mode, always get the benefit from Ryota with the AP push here, and then with the additional extra turn as well. So basically, Tetsuya will keep getting AP push. Tetsuya, every time he takes his turn, is basically a 2 turn due to the extra turn. Okay, so if we take a look in currently in server 2 here, I'm not sure in other server, but currently in server 2, there's already one team that is already out DPS the current meta, which is the R6 Elite team. So for example, this is my highest score, and then this is the most typical R6 Elite meta team previously for Dislyte guild. Alright, probably we can find another team for Shadow Glow, but not at the moment. But now at least at Shadow Guild here, if we look at the leaderboard, World formation, the on average score for me is around like this score, 1.48 million or billion, I forgot the English wording. Then if we take a look at the top one here, currently with a R3 Tetsuya, level 70 with a D5, and this is the gear without any speed. And then we have Ryota here with not even the D3 Divinity at the moment, so that's lacking of 20% AP push. And then with a R6 Ryota here, able to do higher on average damage than the R6 Elite team. And this team here doesn't have any R6 Elite. So on paper, if I actually go for R6 Ryota, I'm currently still gathering Wishstone. If I go for R6 Ryota and I go for level 70 Tetsuya and I have like D4, D5, I can even hit a higher score, and it's actually already doing even more damage than the R6 Elite team. Alright, I don't have the showcase from this player, but I do have another showcase to briefly let you know how the team actually works. Okay, so before we start the showcase, right, I also want to put like a few screenshots here comparing with R6 Elite and Tetsuya if you don't have a R6 Unas. So for example, this is from the Taiwan content creator. He did make a comparison like between his R6 Elite and with Tetsuya that is not even max reso, not even level 70 yet, and it's already a higher damage than the current R6 Elite team comp. So if you have R6 Unas, like for example like me, and if you have like other higher divinity, higher level and higher reso, it would definitely out damage R6 Elite in terms of Shadow Guild at the moment. So this team's showcase here is not higher than my team because I have R6 Unas, I have like other high divinity as well, so it's not a good comparison. But we can take a look how the battle looks like if you have Tatsuya and Ryota in the same team, because we can take a look here. He's in terms of reso, in terms of like requirement isn't that high yet. So the Tetsuya here is level 70 without any reso, so is not able to ignore 100% of the defense. And then he have R6 Ryota, not a R6 Unas, and then he's putting Meta Draw here to increase some attack for Tetsuya to steal some stats. So, but the main thing you want to take a look is how many turn Tetsuya is able to take. So if you look at the AP bar at the bottom, Tetsuya will just keep getting AP push, and whenever he takes his turn, after he takes a turn, he'll get 2 AP push. So he'll instantly start from the middle. If you look at the bottom here, Tetsuya is not starting from the most left, it's starting at the middle because due to the 30% Ryota able to provide to you. Then every time the boss take damage, then he will get AP push as well. So he will keep taking action. Right, so the boss do some stuff here. And Tetsuya will keep getting AP push and also double turn. So you notice that the Tetsuya has S1 and then he did get another bonus turn to cast another thing. So we cast S3. Okay, wait for it. Alright, S3 deals 1.8k and then do S1 for another bonus turn. You'll notice Tetsuya will keep getting action very fast, very often, and it's only like 30 speed. Alright, so let's say you already get rid of all the buff, the debuff from the boss. And you can see the multiplier is not even a max multiplier yet. S3 deals 2.3, another S3 deals 3 million. And he'll always get AP push whenever he get hit, the boss get hit. So you'll notice that the Tetsuya at the bottom, he will keep on getting AP push bar. S3, just keep on getting the same thing. S3, then AP push again, then he's gonna take his turn again, cast another S3. Very often, and he can spam his S3 due to the 60% chance to reset. And the S3 is getting higher and higher. Now it's 5.2 million. Another S3, 6. Alright, it's getting higher now, another 6. So imagine with this setup here, with a level 70 Tetsuya and at least R2 to have a fully defense ignore 100%, and then you have like R6 Unas for example with more AP push and more speed for overall for the team, it will make the score even higher. I will do another showcase when I max out my Ryota and we can see a more full potential Ryota and Tetsuya combination. And let me show you his equipment. Okay, by the way, the showcase provided just now is from Lewat, so he did record a showcase for me, like how it actually works, like between Ryota and Tetsuya. And then take a look here. This is the Zihe. Okay, So if I make it, I can make my Sihe even faster. And then this is the owners. Okay, basically the relief and avatar owners. I can make it even better because I have R6 and I have D3. And then Sakura here is the R6 for additional stats. And then Ryota here is for the R6 with D3 for the AP push. And then Tetsuya here is D2, not without any rezo at the moment. So you can notice that his speed isn't that high. So you can even build him lower speed and just make him keep getting AP push. So if we look at the leaderboard currently, so if we compare the top one currently and if we compare my team here is kind of the max potential of a R6 elite team looks like. I have R6 elite level 70, I have R6 champion, R6 Unas, Sachiko, Metajuru, and Sihe. This is kind of around the maximum potential already for R6 elite team. And the top one currently, he's using the Tetsuya here, still can go higher divinate by 1. He built very slow, and the crit rate here probably is already min-maxing, but we can still play around when, let's say, Tetsuya go until R5, and then probably we can switch Sakura to Sachiko. Probably we have to test more, think about it. And then the champion here is not max rezo yet. And then Unas here is already the max potential, but Ryota here is not the full max potential as well. So probably can go pump even a higher score for the Tetsuya and Ryota, but this already proved that Tetsuya and Ryota combination is actually very strong, and we might actually found out even more better team, because currently it's just Shadow Guild, like how Lapis worked. Lapis was started from Shadow Stream, and then we slowly found out another team for Shadow Glow, which is also the Lapis currently is dominating. Who knows, we can actually find a Tetsuya team as well, and also Falsetto Fantasy. Alright, so basically that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Sky Elk, Trekcan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Rocco Stendions, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks to the Super Tanks MVP, HMZ Rings, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Acne, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.